Hello, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Prophet Yautino. I love you all. This morning, I want to give you one secret about this tree called Tectona Grandis. Tick tree, Tectona Grandis. Tick tree. This herb, I'll give the physical benefits and the spiritual benefit. Um, let's start with the physical benefit. It is blood cleansing herb. When I say blood cleansing herb, if you have a blood and your blood is polluted, there are a lot of impurities in your blood. Sometimes you may go to hospital and they will tell you that, or they will do you lab examination and they will tell you that your blood is polluted. Sometimes you have to go and perform or go and do dialysis, especially when you are having kidney disease. Your blood become contaminated. So it's a blood cleansing herb. You can get the leaves, you boil it, and you'll be drinking. If you know somebody who is also having stroke, boil the leaves and give to the person to be drinking. If you have somebody who is having heart disease or liver disease, boil the soft ones. The leaves, when you look at the leaves, there are soft ones on the tree, and then the hard ones. Get the soft ones. Even the blood cleansing one, the stroke, the heart, and the liver, get the soft ones. And then you add ginger and boil it. Get the soft ones or the soft leaves, add ginger and then boil it and be drinking it, and you'll be okay. So if you're having if you're having stroke, you can add thick leaves. You can get thick leaves, dawa leaves, and then you add it and boil it and be drinking. It's very powerful when it comes to the physical uses. If you have heart disease or even hypertension or angina or coronary heart disease, any form of heart disease or hole in heart, just get the soft leaves, add ginger, boil it and be drinking, and you'll be okay. Okay, so I'll end here. When you go to the spiritual aspect of using thick leaves or Tectona Grandis. If you want, it is used to discover if somebody is having a spiritual problem. If somebody is having a spiritual problem, or somebody came to you and the person is sick and you want to know whether it is a spiritual problem or physical problem, so you can use the stick leaves to determine whether the person is having a spiritual problem or physical problem. So what you do is that you get a bucket of water. You get at least 3 thick leaves. When you get 3 thick leaves, if you get the dry ones, it will be perfect. If you don't get the dry one, just get the fresh one. Mash it in the water. Whilst you are mashing it in the water, you keep on praying that whatever the person is going through, you want to know whether the person is having a spiritual problem or physical problem. Once you are done, use the water to make a circle. Use the water to make a circle on the ground, and let the sick person or the person who came to you stand in the middle. So when you let the person stand in the middle, you fetch the water with the leaves and put it inside the person's hand. If the person is having spiritual problem, the person cannot stand. The person will be shaking heavily. The person will be shaking heavily. The person cannot stand on his or her feet. Once you do this direction that I'm showing you, the person cannot stand on his or her feet. So when the person doesn't shake, doesn't do anything, it means that there's no spiritual problem about that person. You yourself, you can do it, or you do it for another person. If you want to know whether your problem is a spiritual problem, perform this direction and give thanks to me later. If you want to know if the person who came to you is having a spiritual problem, just get the water, mash the leaves inside, use the water to make a circle on the ground, let the person stand in the middle, then fetch some of the water with the leaves and put it inside the person's hand, and then you step aside and see the miracle of God. You see that the person, if truly the person is having spiritual attacks or spiritual problem, the person cannot stand. As I said earlier, the person will be shaking heavily. The person cannot stand. There is one of my ways of discovering some of these things. When somebody comes to me and I want to know whether the person, apart from using other divination method, I use this one and it works. Thank you. And there's another secret about this same tick tree or Tectona Grandis. This one is money, secret of money or money ritual. Using Tectona Grandis, money ritual. Tectona Grandis, using money, use it for money rituals. But you have to perform this ritual beneath the tree or under the tree. You have to perform these money rituals under the tree. You don't go home and do it. You do it under the tree. So if you locate, or if you can locate in Accra here where I stay, there are a lot of there are some thick trees here. But and then when you go to Brown Half, there are plenty. When you go to North, there are plenty. But Accra, I don't know which part of place you can. But wherever you find yourself, you can locate some. So when you get to the tick tree and you want to perform this money rituals, so if you are a man, you pluck 77 leaves. Uh, if you are a woman too, you pluck 79 leaves. You understand? So you add you add 7 pieces of white cola. You know white cola. We have red cola. I'm not talking about bitter cola. There's the big one, the white cola and the red cola. You add 7 pieces of white cola, and you add some few amount of cloves. Cloves, cloves. The cloves in Ghana we call it pepper. In Nigeria I don't know why it is called. In other places I don't know what it is called, but you can Google it and see it. Cloves. Okay, you fetch some cloves and you add it, and then you also add bean to Sudan perfume. Bean to Sudan perfume. Bean to Sudan perfume. Bean to Sudan perfume. Then you also add Aisha. Aisha. When you go to where they sell these spiritual perfumes, you say you want Aisha. Aisha. It is also there. Aisha. Okay. Aisha. And then you put all this mixture together and pound it. You put all this mixture together and pound it. When you pound it, then you dry it. You dry it and then be using it as incense, either at your workplace, at home, at wherever you are. You can use it as incense. When you use it as incense, you incense your place and incense yourself too. Very soon you see life changes in your life. Whatever difficult situation or predicaments or life situations that you are going through, you see that very soon your life will be on the right track. Thank you. Another direction that you can do with money direction that you can do with the tick leaf. What you need to do is that you have to get a big tick leaf, fresh one, a big tick leaf, fresh one, and then put paper money inside. Like if you have any domination, if you have 20 cedis, 50 cedis, 100 cedis, or 10 cedis, it should be a paper money. Then you fold it and then you put it inside the thick leaf and then fold it fold it till it becomes smaller. Then you tie it. When you tie it with white thread, you tie it with white thread, you cover it with white thread, then you go and sew it. Go to where they sew, go and sew it. and use it as a money talisman. Always make sure it is with you. If you're a woman and you are a market woman, you can put inside your purse when you add it, put it inside your where you keep your money. If you're a man, you put it inside your wallet or your pocket always, and it will draw money to you all the time. It's also very powerful direction. Get a thick leaf, get a money paper, fold the money and put inside the thick leaf and fold it and tie it and go and sew it and be using it as money talisman. Very powerful.